Truman, what are you up to?
Well, I'm working on this bent and broken valve stem, Calvin.
How did that happen?
Well, I was just riding along, shredding my own business, and this rock seemed to come out of nowhere.
Those rocks in these parts, you gotta watch them. They jump out of nowhere.
It was pretty wild.
So what's gonna happen?
Well, I'm thinking I'm gonna modify the rim so that I can run a Schrader valve.
Schrader valve, what a great idea, a modification.
Yeah, maybe it's gonna be a little bit stronger.
Let's talk about valves. What we got here, your common Schrader.
And here, we have your common Presta valve.
These are the two that you see on the tubeless system, and that's what we're gonna be talking about on this Tech Tuesday. Skinny Presta Calvin Jones here.
Shredded Schrader Truman here.
Talking about valves. You wanna talk about the two common types. Let's start over here with Presta.
Yeah, so Presta valves, it's a skinnier valve, it's got a smaller base. These valves, they make a smaller hole in the rim, so the rim has more integrity to it. Especially important if you have a very, very narrow rim. Some of their valve cores are removable, some of them are not. And these have been the standard in tubeless so far.
Those things have been around quite a while, but not nearly as long as over 100-year-old Schrader. So this one takes a bigger footprint on the tube. It's larger. Cars have them, motorcycles have them. You see them in industry, you see them everywhere. Every single one has a removable core. We push down, that releases the air. Very reliable and very proven. They have not been around the tubeless world much until now. What we're going to be doing is changing our rim to accommodate our new valve. You have to think
for yourself. This is something that you're not going to be coming back from.
Once you join our party, you're in for good.
Exactly.
But some people, I'm afraid, aren't invited. Our good friend here, we wouldn't want to do it, wouldn't be prudent. Far too tall, wrong material, roadie wheel like this, don't do it.
No bueno.
So we're saying mostly tubeless in many of the mountains, but oh, here's a mountain. How about this one, Truman?
Let's no on the carbon.
Carbon
we're
rim.
Gonna say no on the carbon.
That's carbon, we're saying no. But aluminum rims, sure, we've done them. We've got here the single, and I've got a double. This one is Truman's. Both of us, we've done this change. Think about it, think it through, work it through. It can work.
It works well.
So putting the air in, what we really like, this larger Schrader hole, you can see, different? Oh yeah.
It's at least double the size. You're gonna double your volume between these two valves.
And that's really gonna get the air in there quick to help seat. Another good reason.
Especially important on higher volume tires like Plus and Fat, and even just very large mountain bike tires.
So stouter to protect against those malicious rocks, and better air. Let's see how this is done. We're going to be installing this something bigger in this little hole here. That means removing material, and that means a drill and some of these.
Gotta be safe.
Don't want to drill more than we need. So what we're looking at here, we measure the bit we picked, 19/64. We've got 3 of us on the job.
Got Calvin Jones, WH1, TP.
Clear of fingers, and we're pointed right at that hub.
I'll look through there, aim it. Well, all right, here we go.
No burrs. Perfect.
Well, half perfect. So this is double wall rim, and we want this rubber taper to sit down in the rim so that it seals, so that it doesn't allow air to get past it and go into the chamber in between the two walls.
And this is going to be a good tricky drill because you got to go through just the top one, but not below. You got that much room to spare.
So you don't want to put a lot of pressure on it. Just let it eat its way through and then stop.
Here you go. What size?
This is a 21/64.
A little bit bigger to get up where the sealing action happens. Drillers, take your places.
All right. Nice.
Let's see. Now that's perfect.
Yeah, you can see it sits in the valley nicely because the valley is kind of like this, and on the shoulders it kind of holds up the taper, but this is sealing all the way around in the valley and on the side of the hill.
Keeping the air where it belongs. Time for a nut below, the tension nut. So a stock one is a simple ring. It's probably going to do the job. This one's a little fancier. It came with this valve. A little bit larger, more knurling. It would do the job, certainly.
But we've got these. These started their lives as P-nuts, but we made it an S-nut.
P for Presta. They start out in this small size. Well, it's kind of fun. This is a M6. It's a 6 by 0.8. That's not a stock thread.
It's a funky one. Well, that one's funky, but this one's even maybe a little bit funkier.
You bet.
This is a 5/16 by 32. You can find these taps. They're not super common, but we found one, so you should be able to find one.
Yep. We take this, drill it out a little bit undersized, run the tap through. Now the S-nut. Oh, that dresses it up nicely.
Goes on nice.
Good tension. Pulls it down nice.
Oh, just like that.
That extra height adds to the strength. All those rabid rocks running around won't get us.
That's so good.
Now we're ready for a tire.
And then we're gonna go shred.
Truman, we got the single wall here. Do I need the 2 bits?
You just need the one.
1 bit is all it takes. We're gonna go straight through that little bit larger size, again, to get to the proper seating. So here we are. No burrs, that's nice. Let's see how it fits. We're gonna see a little bit. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's just right. It's
We
just
wanted
right.
We want that cone to have a nice seat. We don't want to be right at the end. That's the good news. But we got a little bit sticking out.
Just a bit proud.
If we take a regular nut and run this up, it's not going to pull it down secure.
And then it's gonna leak right out of here.
That's right. So a couple of choices.
First choice, your S-nut, your custom S-nut. This will go right on there and it will keep it nice and sturdy.
Got a nice recess built right in.
It is designed for this. This is its intended purpose in life. Oh, just perfect. So, but take that off.
Option 2. A spacer.
Ah, yes.
Spacer is just going to go around it. Now we have a flat surface to run our nut up on. And that's going to provide the same thing to get tension.
Yeah. Oh, that fits just perfect, Calvin.
Yep. But remember, think it through.
If you decide to do it at home, this is on you. If something goes wrong, that's a bummer.
It's a learning opportunity, and learn and share.
So share in the comments section positives and minuses of, and experiences that you've had with Presta valves and Schrader valves. What do you like about them and what don't you like about them?
And if you've tried this on your tubeless setup especially, let us know.
Definitely.
We think it's the new wave.
Viva la Schrader valve revolution.
Next time on Tech Tuesday. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed Tech Tuesdays, check out our Repair Help video library. which has detailed guides to a wide variety of common bike maintenance procedures. And of course, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest videos from Park Tool.